exact way that Knobloch's got a coach in Game 6. Hey, that's good. All right, so be safe for liquor. Beer of the week. It worked this time. Don, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. So you're down in Calgary. Where are you at right now? What's happening?
I live in Edmonton, but I'm here in Calgary. We're heading down this afternoon to the BMO Center to get set up for Sobe Safeway Beer Fest.
Ah, the old Beer Fest. How much supply do you take to Beer Fest? I'm just curious.
We probably take a couple 100 liters of beer with us, but you got to remember we're one of 100 breweries that are there, so there's a lot of beer consumed over the next couple of days.
Yeah, my buddy the Wuss got kicked out of that show one year. Yeah.
Oh, you have to be pretty bad to get kicked out of Beer Fest.
Yeah, he was. He was. That was a pretty good time. I think it was. I don't want to get into that story, but my buddy Gerv was not involved.
Well, yeah, exactly.
All right, so. We've got 4 here we want to try. We've had all of these before, I do believe. Should we start with the beer of the week?
Yeah, that's the beer of the week, our Excellent Light Lager. So this is just a 4%, crushable light lager like you'd have maybe when you're on a beach somewhere on a vacation.
That's what the name makes you think, doesn't it? It's just like, okay,
exactly.
This is good.
And typically it tastes like another one.
How long have you guys had this one going for?
So this has been a full timer for us for probably about 7-8 years now. We made it as a seasonal a couple times before then, but sort of the craft cerveza style has just come into vogue in the last 7 or 8, 9 years, right? It was always dominated by the brands that everybody knows.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, let's, Trev, if you want one, you can come grab it. I poured one for you.
Cheers.
Let's cheers to technology getting figured out.
Yeah.
That always helps us. Oh, man. Like as smooth as it can possibly be.
Easy.
Like, it's just,
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping that people look at this as a, sort of an option to drinking the major brands light beers.
Just okay, so that would be the equivalent. That's what you're looking at. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Okay, so we've got the original lager, we got the Pilsner, and then we do have the River City Raspberry. Which one would you suggest we get to next?
River City Raspberry. Let's go to that one next.
Okay, perfect. All
so
right.
this beer we've been making since 1997 was the first year we made this beer.
It's 97?
Yeah, we made it at our Oliver Square location. We made it for Mother's Day. We had a Harley Davidson Owners Club of Edmonton show and shine. They brought their moms down. We made a beautiful raspberry beer for Mother's Day. And unfortunately, it was the first time we made a fruit beer. And we forgot that fruit ferments as well as barley does. So we ended up with about a 7.5 or an 8% beer, which, needless to say, led to a few flat decks coming to pick up some beautiful motorcycles and a few moms who needed a help out to the car. But once we got it dialed into this 5% beer, it's become our best seller, and it still remains this day to our best seller.
Would have been like one of the first fruit ales along the way?
Yeah, we always, us and Wild Rose always kind of go back and forth as to who made the first raspberry beer. We're pretty sure it's us, and then you could throw in Alley Cat Apricot in there somewhere too. We all kind of came out about the same time.
It is fascinating to me that this is so overwhelming in raspberry, but you can't see a hint.
You wouldn't know it to the eye.
You can't see it. How's that scientifically even possible?
It's the volume of beer to the volume of raspberry you put into it, because you also notice it tastes like beer and finishes like raspberry. So that's the thing, is we don't overwhelm it with the fruit flavor. So if you looked at it in a real bright light, you can see a bit of a pink hue to it, but it's very, very hard to see because, again, we don't use a ton of raspberry in it, just enough to give you a nice raspberry finish.
So that would be why on the can it says River City Raspberry Ale Blonde Ale, right?
Yeah, that's blonde ale. We have raspberry puree too.
All right, well, here, cheers to a Game 6 victory. Win, move on. Loose, go home.
Loose, go home.
Exactly. We actually just put some TVs out on the patio of our Unity Square location in Edmonton, hoping to watch some hockey out there tonight.
Oh, the weather is perfect for it.
Yeah.
Pilsner or lager?
Lager.
Okay, we'll go with the lager.
So
How long has this one been around?
Right from the beginning, 1989. This is a beer. Now, again, I'd be telling stories if I said it tasted the same as it did back then, because obviously brewing technology's changed and we've learned a lot about the art of making beer. And this is this is the go-to for people who just drink the mainstream macro lagers, that you might get at a Rogers Place kind of thing.
Was there one piece of technology that completely changed the game? Like, if you guys have been making this since 89, is there one thing that was like, oh my God, when the internet arrived, like for beer making, was there one thing that changed it that much?
Well, honestly, for us, it was yeast. In the beginning, we used the dry yeast, which it's crazy because dry yeasts are back in popularity now, and they're quite good now. When we were able to switch from that to a liquid yeast strain, it completely changed how we did our beers. And the only way we could do that was by having a lab, so we could test to make sure that the yeast was viable and not going to contaminate the beer.
Oh, cheers to having labs. I mean, I would love to
Work
have
in the
like a
lab.
lab. That would be
But
great.
brewing is science. Like it's sugar and yeast to create alcohol and CO2.
That's
Delicious.
That's absolutely excellent. All right, and then we'll wrap up with the Pilsner. Tell us a little bit about this one.
So this is your sort of classic Czechoslovakian style Pilsner. It's 100% Saaz hops that we import from Czech Republic. And it's just got that classic old school, Czech Pilsners are probably some of the oldest lagers ever made.
I'm always curious when people talk about importing and exporting. Does that come in on a boat and then via train, or how do you get it?
That's a good question. We order it from Chilliwack, BC, and it comes to us, but we know it comes from overseas.
They must bring it in on boat.
The middleman.
Yeah, there's hop warehouses. So most of the hops in the world either come from the European countries, sort of the Pacific Northwest U.S. or southern BC, or now the southern hemisphere, Australia, New Zealand.
All right, well let's cheers to importing and exporting.
Yes.
I think that's pretty good too. Here we go.
Art Vandelay, importing and exporting. There we go.
You got it.
Man,
You got it.
That's what I'm talking about. Vandelay Industries.
Vandelay Industries.
What do you do?
Yes.
Import and export. What did they import and export? Do you remember?
What was it? Toothpicks or something? Or,
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Somebody will text it in. What did Art Vandelay import and export? All right, so the beer of the week is the Excellent Light Lager 6-pack of 355 mils are on for just $12.99 at Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. You're saving $4 on these bad boys from Brewster's. We really appreciate it.
And I actually think they have all our 6-packs on sale this week. So that's great too. Yeah.
Wait, man, what a nice bonus. Good heads up then. All right, there you go. All of Brewster's 6-packs on sale at Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. Have fun with Beer Fest, man.
Yeah, it'll be great. Hopefully we see some of your listeners down there. If they are, stop by the booth and say hi.
Perfect.
I love it.
Good stuff. We'll talk to you later. There you go.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Don McDonald, who's like an all-time nice guy.